Women want to know how they are serving themselves to men so that men cannot leave them. Every time I see someone that I am attracted to, I meet with Isaac on the highway. If I really want him, I ask myself, in the face value, how will I want this guy? How can I frame him? Can he be the guy who can be my potential partner? Can he be the guy I can just sleep with? Can he be the guy who can give me insecurities when I date him and finally commit to him? Will I still feel safe if this relationship maybe works for us? Can I still commit to this guy and feel like he fulfills hypergamy? And am I looking for a guy that I can commit to? Am I looking for a guy I can just sleep with? Am I looking for a guy I can just have a conversation with? Is he the guy I can just have a conversation with and he cannot expect to have a serious relationship with me? Will he be able to play his card right when I eventually get to like him? Those are the questions first, okay? When I am slowly trying to analyze these questions, I already know which phase in my life I am in right now. Maybe I am dating, I have a potential partner, but I lack a backup plan, just in case that relationship might not work. Now let me weigh Isaac. Can he be the right partner to be a backup plan? Can he accept to be selected as the backup plan? Okay, he can. There is a probability that he might. Now, how am I serving myself to Isaac right now? Because how I am serving myself to Isaac, that should reinforce, convince, and push Isaac to accept to be in a box, and be in a cage of a backup plan. Wow. No electricity, but we are still going to do this video with you guys. How will Isaac finally play his card when I get to flirt with him because I want him as a backup plan? Now, how am I serving myself to him? I act and behave in a certain way, and then I expect you, Isaac, to give me a certain reaction, response, so that I can confirm that you have accepted my offer of being a backup plan. Like, do you know what, Isaac? I can only be convinced that you have accepted my offer if your reaction convinces me in that form, in that sense. And it's not about your reaction, it's about how your reaction will convince me that you have accepted to play the card in a form I want you to play. So, am I serving myself the right way to get you play the card the right way so that that can benefit me? For your information, some of you complain so much because you tell me that I'm trying to teach men to be toxic. No. I'm trying to clarify information so that men can understand why things happen the way they happen. And I'm also trying to tell men that women are doing these things subconsciously. And 80% of the women, they are not aware of this game. And even when you have a conversation about a certain lady who was acting in a certain way, she will tell you, I can't do that to my man. I can't act that way. That is so toxic. But she will act the same way, in the same form, with the data. I have enough data. I have enough evidence that can confirm why I am acting that way so that you cannot see it as toxic. If I tell you that I act that way because you behave this way, that is evidence, and you won't realize and see that I am toxic and I am applying a game on you when it is a subconscious game. So I am also not aware of the game. And you are not also aware of the game because you're seeing things logically. And the only way to make it work for you, Isaac, you have to see it and identify it as a game for you to win. And for her to finally confirm and realize that you are a high value guy, she has to realize that you're not folding and bending over to her subconscious game. And she will realize how she values you, loves you, cares for you, because it was a subconscious test and game. So, even when I tell men that give women an illusion that you are sleeping around with other women so that women can like you more, I'm not telling men to be toxic, and I am not telling men to sleep around with other. Wow, it's back. And I am not telling men to sleep around with other women. I am trying to convince men to stop paying too much attention to women. And I know you might think that this is toxic. Trust me. You think that you have everything on the world. So the game and the test don't apply to you, and women will just like you because maybe you are immune to the game, to the test, especially when she is acting in a certain way and then reading how you are reacting to analyze how she is serving herself to you. You're not immune. The moment you assume that she's not weighing how she's serving herself to you, you are the guy who has finally failed the test. Doesn't matter. I think this cannot just work. I wish you all the best. You know what? You deserve a good lady. I am not the best lady for you, but the thing is, you failed the test because you assumed that you are immune to women's tests and you can't be tested. You know, the worst thing is, being a good man and being the best guy on earth who is disciplined, humble, respectful, you act in a certain way, most of the time you think that the game and the test doesn't exist, and you assume that because you are a good person, so the other person is also a good person. But they see that as weakness, and they realize that you cannot fulfill hypergamy because they are high value and you are a low value, so they might just sleep with you, get what they want, get your value, use you, dump you, take advantage of you, friend zone you, try to act as if they are also good people, just to make sure that they have used you enough, pumped you enough. And now she's exiting, okay? She's walking away. Why? Low value, low value. He's so weak, he got attached. But the thing is, men that women want for a committed relationship, they value these men. Women have a belief that they need to know how they are serving themselves to you, Isaac, so that eventually they can just hold you in their life. They appreciate you. So for you not to leave, they must get the best reaction from you. And when it doesn't serve them to have a sense and have a belief that you are happy and excited, they adjust her behavior. Why? Because your values fulfills hypergamy. When I get a certain reaction from you, Isaac, I try to analyze that information. Is this what I wanted from you? Fine. Then I am serving myself the right way to you, Isaac. Now, will this reaction fulfill hypergamy? Can this still justify that you are a high value guy? Can it confirm survival? Yes. High value, high value. Now she gets obsessed. She acts so nice until you start reacting in a certain way that will make her feel like you are not fulfilling hypergamy, and now she tries to serve herself to you differently, maybe by pulling away, and then again observe your reaction. At this very moment, the pull and push effect has to trigger you so that you can go after her. If you just make her move, she was the one who started an argument. She made a mistake. She pulled back. If you just go after her, love value. You know, there was one guy here who said, just settle down and be serious. You look like you can pee anytime. Yeah. I like that comment, by the way. Yeah, I like that comment. Come again. You know, sometimes when people are looking for attention, wow. A woman who feels attracted to you, you never know that this game is being applied on you, especially when she claims that she is attracted to you, Isaac. When I see you and then you trigger me, it actually confirms that you are fulfilling hypergamy. We all understand that, right? Upon fulfilling hypergamy, you release a dopamine hormone and you increase the good feeling hormone in my body. So I automatically get excited, feels happy, because I feel attracted to you and I want you, Isaac. It has nothing to do with my prepositions, but that will force me to use the prepositions that will confirm that I am attracted to you. Maybe compliment you, maybe have a conversation with you, maybe be friendly, maybe flirt with you subconsciously. You won't know that she is giving you a game because the preposition matches with this energy and this excitement that you caused and triggered in her. It's her energy and what you triggered in her. And the proposition supports the energy and the excitement in her. That is why you won't know that she wants to know how she is serving herself to you. And it's easier for you to fail the game if you think that she's genuinely in love with you. She's also not aware that it's the energy, it's the excitement that you caused in her. So it's not her, it's the energy that you caused in her body that made her act and behave that way, get excited. And now she's also using the same words that confirms that she's actually attracted to you. And now right now, you think that she's in love. She's not in love. She is confused and she wants to show you that you make her happy and not that she wants to date you. The only way that relationship can last is when the excitement will last. Every time she sees you, she feels excited, and none of your character causes her to act in a certain way and respond in a certain way. Maybe I like men who act this way. That is why I feel excited to him. But a certain behavior might quickly change everything. And the dopamine now will slowly come down. The excitement energy will slowly come down. And now she's dealing with reality and you are dealing with reality. But you are in denial. I don't think if this is who she is. She has changed. No, she has not changed. You just got rid of the energy in her because you acted in a certain way. That is why I tell men, when I am into you, Isaac, and I feel excited when I see you, I expect you to be so perfect. And I expect you to deliver everything I want you to deliver. When you don't, the excitement goes down. and now there is no excitement, I tell myself, that is weird. Is acting so weird? I move from the fantasy to the reality. We all know women don't want to deal with reality. Nor logic, nor maturity. Women want a fantasy, that world that doesn't include reality for her to consistently stay. That is why it was again all a test of trying to understand how she's serving herself to you. Yeah. That is how it works. Some of you say that no. Don't tell men to be narcissistic. Don't tell men to act that way. Don't tell men to give women that illusion. You are not listening. 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 I always tell you guys that I am trying to clarify information so that you can see things in a form that you couldn't understand why she walked away. And I also tell men not to be narcissistic. I tell men to act in a certain way that protects you guys. Because if you pay too much attention to her, she has a belief that you have no option in the middle of the game. When you have no option, then you are not pre-selected and you are not fulfilling hypergamy. And she thinks that you are not a good fit for her. But she doesn't know that that is how she is analyzing information. When you concentrate on your work and you don't pay too much attention to her, she will think that maybe you have another lady. That is why you're not paying too much attention to her. So I'm not telling you to sleep around with other women. Even when I tell men to date multiple women, I am trying to push you, get used to women's energy, and I am not telling men to sleep around with women. Avoid making the classical error. Never assume that being a good person gets you a good woman. You go to the gym, you get muscles, and you are physically attractive. Eventually, you got a woman. You think that she fell in love with you because of your muscles and your body. No. She fell in love with you maybe because you gained confidence. You never entertained other women. You knew your value. That made you to stand out from other men. So your social status went up because other women wanted you. So women love competition. So she fell in love with you, committed to you because you raised your value and not because of your muscles. You can still have the muscle. Other women can still want you, but no lady will want to commit to you. Why? If you don't reinforce the boundary, you don't realize your value, you lack confidence, you haven't worked on your internal state of being, going to the gym won't save you, Isaac. I'm sorry. No, you are wrong. I mean, every human being is wrong. And I am not saying that I am always right. I just try. For the sake of this video, let me hope you have enjoyed and all of you have had fun. And those who are irritated because of my body language and the dancing, well, maybe this is not your video today. I'm sorry, but I have to do it. Are you a new member? Welcome aboard. There is a black notification that you are always asked to join. So if you are a new member, have you been enjoying these videos? Do you still want to come back?